Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've actually put something up on YouTube, but I wanted to get back into the swing of things. Just an update on how things are going for me right now. I'm doing my third bikini competition. I've done 2 so far last year, and I took the holidays off, and I really didn't put on a lot of lean mass over that time frame, but I decided to get back into a prep around January to see if I can do some sort of maintenance type program for myself that would allow me to at least keep the mass that I've had and build into a cutting phase. And since I only put on a couple of pounds up from my actual last show, where I was 118, I got up to about 121, 122. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold strong at this weight for a little bit and then start a cut a little bit closer to the show. I'm currently 7 weeks out for my next show. I'm doing the Diamond Classic in Boca Raton, and I'm so pumped about this because I was doing check-ins this morning. I actually haven't done any progress pictures this entire time in 2021. This is my first time doing it, and I'm so excited to see how many changes I've made when I look at myself from back in August, 7 weeks out from my first show. I think the glutes have really picked up the most amount of mass, and I'm kind of surprised that I was able to accomplish this because my journey has been pretty long since I've had my son 3 years ago, and I've been in the gym for years and really trying to get some sort of mass growing, but never really truly did a cut. I did my first prep last year, lost, I think by the time I got to my second show, I was down about 17 pounds from my starting weight. And it was really exciting for me to hit 118. That was a weight I haven't seen since I was a freshman in college. And I was a little fearful I would lose all the muscle that I had built up over those previous couple of years, and lo and behold, I find myself continuously putting mass on through this part of my prep. I actually haven't budged at all on the scale. I've been within the same 2-3 pounds now for the entirety of January through in February, and I'm about to start a legitimate cut. I'm going through my macros. I'm not using a coach this time. I'm doing it all by myself, and I'm hoping to kind of bring you guys along for the journey with me in these next 7 weeks. I'm also super excited because I got what I would say my first legitimate bikini for these competitions from Angel Competition Bikinis, and you can see in my physique update from today that it looks amazing. I actually got it on their Ships Tomorrow clearance page, and I really didn't think it was gonna be as blingy as it actually turned out to be, and the stones are gorgeous. It's a navy blue suit with these blue stones, and I did also order a red, hologram red suit, and I have a couple of more customized features on that one, but I'm gonna be bedazzling that one myself. So after I bedazzle that, we'll see how it looks in comparison to the pre-bedazzled one from Angel Competition Bikinis in the blue one. Now they're both their suits, so the cuts will be the same, but I'm curious to see blue or red, what's gonna be my stage suit. And I do plan to do more than one show this year, so maybe I'll do the first one in one suit and see how that goes, and maybe try the other suit for the second show. I'm looking at one in May that I might be doing as well. So even if I don't get as lean as I want for this show in April, I think I'm going to continue to push myself, because that's what I did last year. And in a 4-week span between my September show and my October show, I dropped 3 more pounds and looked that much leaner, that much better, and felt a lot more comfortable with the posing. So this is gonna be a fun journey, and I definitely am excited to show you guys a little bit more of what I actually am doing this time around that's a little bit different than before. Well, first off, I'm coaching myself, I guess you could say that When I did my other show, I was always putting together my own workouts, but I did have a nutritional coach guiding me and helping me plan my macros. But that was also her first time ever doing it for a client. She was more of like a holistic approach. So I think I learned a lot, and I've been listening to a ton of podcasts. I religiously listen to Bikini in the Brain. That's Ashley Kaltwasser and Adam, who's her coach, and they really go into the nitty gritty of the sport and all the things that you really need to know about competing as a bikini competitor. I really think I've got it kind of figured out at this point, and it's gonna be a little more structured than I thought it would be. I was kind of just going with the flow, but not really seeing the changes I wanted. Like I said, the last 2 months I really haven't changed in weight, though I do feel like my body kind of had its own little recomp going on. If you don't know what that means, essentially, I felt like I was losing body fat and gaining muscle mass simultaneously, which is not common for someone who's already as lean as I am. But I did take about a month off from the gym in December. I just really wasn't feeling it. I was just kind of like feeling a little lackluster, not really, I don't know, just not really excited to get in there. I think I pushed myself a little too hard in the last competition that I did, and I really wanted to enjoy the holidays. And then January came back around. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get back into the gym. And honestly, I didn't even hit it that hard the first couple of weeks of January either. I did start the cleaning up of my diet part, but even that didn't get super clean until I would say the day after Super Bowl, which I swear Super Bowl is where everyone's New Year's resolutions go to die. I mean, my food was good, but did not avoid the alcohol, which is not great. But getting back on track to what I'm trying to go over here is why I felt like my body wasn't dropping the pounds on the scale, but how I really felt like the actual composition was changing. I was looking in the mirror a lot more often, looking in the scale a lot less often, because when it doesn't move, it does kind of like mess with your brain a little bit. But that's why today I'm taking pictures. I'm really focusing on the progress pictures, especially now that I have my new suit. I can see legitimately how my body is gonna look on stage and how it's gonna change. I highly recommend doing progress pictures, especially if you're trying to change your body in any way, whether it's trying to gain weight, gain mass, muscle mass, lose fat, whatever it is you're trying to do with your body. The scale is not always the best representation, but I will be looking at it every couple of days just to kind of see if there's some sort of adjustments happening. My scale does do some tracking of like the muscle mass and the body fat percentage. I mean, I'm sure it's not perfect. And also with the way that my body fluctuates with hormones and everything, I'm sure that has a lot to do with the reason why I don't see as many changes. My body is probably holding water. So I'm gonna have to do a deeper dive also into what it is I'm eating or drinking every single day that could be causing that kind of water retention. But I'm not as focused as like I will be in the couple of weeks prior to the actual show day. Right now I'm not focusing like, oh, how do I get rid of all this bloating, all this water weight? Like, I'm just focusing on now controlling what it is I eat, what I put in my body, and how much I'm feeling myself for my workouts, and I guess how much cardio I'm gonna end up needing to do. You do have an option when it comes to doing a prep. It's a combination of how much food do I want to eat versus how much cardio do I want to do if the goal is losing fat mass. Now, if 118, my last show weight, that was the goal I was going for, yeah, I wouldn't be doing much cardio right now. I would probably wait until 4 weeks out to really start it up. But I think I had a ways to go because the judges did give me some of their feedback, and their feedback was telling me, lean out, grow the glutes, create more of a hourglass shape. So I'm working on using a waist trainer right now to see if that's gonna help at all with like creating more of that hourglass shape in my ab area. And I'm really excited to see what kind of changes I can make. If the pictures that I put on my social media today weren't inspiring enough for myself, I really don't know what is. Like, just looking at the growth, it's insane. I went through an entire cut, 2 shows, a month off from the gym, start up with another round of clean eating again, and I still found a way to basically redesign what my body looks like. So yeah, I know this has been a lot of talking, but I think what I'm gonna go over as well in the show is some of the supplements that I'm utilizing, because I really feel like they have been assisting in just keeping my body going. So give me a moment and I'll go show you guys what I'm using for my supplements. All right, I'm gonna give you a rundown. I'm looking at it now, it's a lot, but I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on what it is that I'm actually using, yeah, I'd say about every day. So what I'm just gonna show you first here. So I love EVL, it's Evolution Nutrition, and I got a couple of new items recently. I'm so excited about them because they've really been making a huge difference, and I could talk on these in another video, but the first item here is the Z Matrix, and this helps with recovery and sleep complex. Now, anything that has like that magnesium zinc element to it is going to be really helpful for making you feel less sore, and this also has some aid in helping with getting deeper sleep. So I take that before bed, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. I also have creatine monohydrate, and this is 5,000 milligrams. This is the GNC brand. It's a powder substance, and I do a teaspoon of this, and I will take this either before or after my workouts. And I think I've been religiously using this. This might be really what's helping me keep my gains going right now while I'm still in a lower calorie deficit. This is also super helpful. I just started using this the last couple of days. It's called the Pump Mode, and this is the Blue Raz flavor from Evolution Nutrition. And it's a non-stimulant because I got into the habit of actually doing my workouts after work, and I cannot be chugging pre-workout right before, I get close to bedtime. Like, it's not gonna work for me. But if I do get my workout in the morning, I love EVL's BCA Lean Energy. So this is their pre-workout, has BCAs in it. It also has CLA and L-carnitine in it, which is gonna help with just like any type of cutting that you're trying to do. Now, if you want a non-energy version of the Lean BCAs, they have their Lean BCA formula here, and I love the watermelon. And let me tell you, I take 2 scoops of this with 1 packet of pure lemonade made by Crystal Light. This is the lemonade I use, and I believe this one is stevia sweetened. Let me see. Yes, this one has stevia in it. So the reason why I use this I'll still sometimes use the other version if I can't find this one in the store, is I just actually prefer the flavor of this a lot better, and it's slightly better for you with that stevia in it. And I'll take a gallon of water, 2 scoops of the BCA watermelon, and 1 packet of the pure Crystal Light, and you have delicious water that you can drink, and it has some benefits in it. So another thing that I recently started with is the raw superfood stacked greens by Evolution Nutrition. And let me tell you, if you've ever had Haagen-Dazs green tea ice cream, that's kind of what it reminds me of, if I'm being honest. And I've been coming up with my own milkshake concoction, and I'll show you guys that in another video. It's so freaking good. And then this is the protein powder I've been using. I do the vanilla ice cream, or they also have like a chocolate one. They're both so good. The chocolate one I could literally just drink it with water, and it's amazing. The vanilla one's good if you want to be more creative with your flavors and you want to like manipulate flavors more. Vanilla is a better plain base to use. And I was using their stacked protein for a while, but I actually do enjoy the 100% isolate protein. It's 100% whey protein. This also has BCAAs in it, has glutamine as well, fat-free, no added sugar, gluten-free. This is really, really good. I'll do this just throughout the day to supplement extra protein I might need, but honestly, whey protein is best consumed right around a workout because it's gonna go right to your muscles. Now, when it comes to late night snacking, I will always recommend my favorite brownie, which is made with this casein, I don't know if I ever say this correctly, casein protein. Now, if EVL had the casein protein, I would obviously get theirs because I'm sure it'd be amazing, but Beyond Raw has this, it's so good, this chocolate flavor. This also has BCAAs, 25 grams of protein. It also has melatonin and L-glutamine in this, so this is super beneficial for taking at nighttime. It's gonna help you fall asleep, and you're gonna get a nice, good night of sleep with the different elements in here for the relaxation. And it also has some digestive enzymes in it. I'm gonna have to do a recipe video for you guys too, because honestly, this is the best brownie ever that I make with this protein. Absolutely fantastic. All right, now let's go through what I throw in my daily sleeve. I have my GNC Sunday, Monday, all the days of the week. Every day you should be taking your different vitamins and supplements. So I've been doing 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C because COVID. I also have been using the GNC Women's Ultra Mega Active Multivitamin. So definitely want to get your multivitamins in. I've also been adding in some fish oil. So these I do 2 of, and I'll tell you why I only do 2 of these. So for 2 mini gels, that's 1,000 milligrams. So that's, obviously that's a really good amount. At one point of my prep, the nutritionist had told me do 3,000 milligrams. Now, I also utilize this daily. It's the Sensor Body Toner, and this helps support fat loss. It has krill oil and CLA in it. This also has fish oil. Now, I'm not 100% sure how much is in here, but with the blend that they have, that's 2,000 milligrams, this combined with 1,000 milligrams of the fish oil, I'm like, I think I'm good. I got what I need. I've also been taking some vitamin D. This is 5,000. I don't know the amount, 5,000 something milligrams. I'm not 100% sure. IUs, that's how they rate the vitamin D. So 5,000 IUs. My boss actually got me this supplement because honestly, I don't go out a lot anymore since everything happened with COVID. I really am spending most of my time indoors, and I didn't realize how much vitamin D I was lacking, so I started in taking it within this added supplement, and I feel so much better. Now, if I want to make sure I'm getting in my magnesium and zinc throughout the day, there's a couple other ones I've tested out. Now, this one's pretty good actually, the GNC Pro Performance Zinc Magnesium. I was almost out of this, so that's why I asked for the Z Matrix one from EVL, and honestly, they're both pretty good. This also has melatonin in it, so you combine this with my casein protein brownie, and I am out like a light. This is also a good one I found from the Vitamin Shop. This does not have any elements for sleep added to it, so this I can just take in the morning if I wanted with the rest of my supplements. It's calcium, magnesium, and zinc mixed together. So another option you have there. I always take my probiotics just to keep myself regular. And a new thing I've added, ashwagandha. So this is a natural stress reliever, and honestly, I've noticed a huge difference since I've been taking it, and I've only been using that for about a week. I remember my nutritionist also recommending that, and the idea is it's supposed to aid in a lot of different things. It's a natural herb, and one of the main things it focuses on is keeping your anxiety low and keeping your stress low. And if all of that is in a really good manageable place, you're less likely to put on extra fat. Like if your hormones are going crazy, you have all this extra cortisol in your body, like you're going to start holding on to fat no matter how healthy you think you are. So keeping your body de-stressed is important, and this has been making a huge difference for me personally. Whew, that's a lot of stuff, huh? I know that, you know, not all of this is something that you can just instantly be like, boom, let me go to the store, grab it all. But I've been accumulating these items over time. One that I have another item here, and I can't say I religiously use this, but I would really like to get back into it, is using digestive enzymes. And you would just take one capsule every meal that you eat. You're going to take one of these, and it's supposed to be assisting in just like the digestive system and breaking down all your different macronutrients and fiber, so your body will actually absorb it properly. Which, what's the point of eating all this amazing food if your body's not going to take it in? So yes, that's what I got for you all. I know that was a lot of stuff, but yeah, I figured good intro video, give you guys a good glimpse at what it is that I'm doing right now, 7 weeks out from my next show, and follow me as I go on the rest of this journey.